Hey everybody, I got asked a question about menopause. I hope you're having a happy Easter weekend. And if you are over the age of 40, this is going to pertain to women. There are some things that you should be doing anyway, but especially if you have to deal with emotional issues, or this is for PCOS, this is for thyroid issues, this is for menopause. All things related to things that are going to affect your hormones. Number one, you need a clean diet. You really need a diet high in antioxidants, which is your darker colors of foods, berries, kale, spinach, those kind of things. You really ought to think about cutting out all carbs and sugar. Carbs and sugar not only turn to fat and usually do not get used up when we eat them, and they spike the blood sugar, but they also build up into fat. When your body isn't detoxifying and your lymph system isn't getting rid of cellular debris, when you're not burning off extra calories or burning up those carbs and sugar, and you are basically sedentary in your lifestyle, everything else is going to get backed up. Remember, circulation is life, stagnation is death. So let's just say menopausal, PCOS, people with thyroid issues and hormonal issues, women. You need to be moving 40 minutes a day. You need to be moving 40 minutes a day. You need to be sweating. If you're not going to be able to process what it is that's going into your body. If you have a typical American diet, your diet, believe it or not, is high in heavy metal content. Sadly, whether it's a fast food or whether it's something like country crock butter, hydrogenated oils, they use nickel as a binder to bind the hydrogen to the oils. So that right there is just one example. So avoiding a typical American diet, getting your minerals. This is what I take. I take 2 at night. It's called Mencal or Mencal. It's by Daily. Daily was created, or let me rephrase that. Dr. Carey Reams, who developed the theory of the biological theory of ionization, he had formulated different minerals, calcium being number one, and then sold his recipes to Daily. You can find them on Amazon. They are not very expensive, but they are some of the best. Another good place to, and when you're going through menopause or when you're dealing with hormone issues, PCOS, you do not have the minerals that your body needs in order to function properly. That's a fact. So you can do sea kelp, you can do sea moss, but you need iodine, you need selenium, you need copper, and you need magnesium. And if you're not getting those in your diet, which most people in America typically do not get, you're not going to go through this menopause or this hormone change smoothly. It's also going to be harder to hold on to children. You're going to miscarry easy. If you have PCOS, you're not going to be able to process your normal monthly cycle without major problems. Those are the 4 major minerals that you need in order to have good women health. That's magnesium, selenium, iodine, and copper. Now, you can overdo it on the copper with things like coffee, chocolates. Those things naturally have copper in there. But just a good all-around daily mineral. Ova M is produced by Modere. That's a good one. And it also contains maca root. I believe it contains maca root. Maca root can be bought over the counter. Some of these vitamins and minerals that you buy, say at Walmart or GNC, are completely worthless. Some of them have heavy metals used to bind the ingredients. So that's kind of a little research that you need to do on your own. I'm not really trying to sell any supplements. I was asked this question by Blessed Mama by Jesus. So in order to share, I'm just trying to share. I can put some links in the description box below to some of these things that are just excellent at the mineral content that are good for menopause. If you're looking to, if some women end up doing the hormone replacement therapy, you do not have to do that if you change your diet, if you get enough exercise, which is 40 minutes a day, if you're drinking at least a gallon of water, if you're getting in some sunshine, your natural vitamin D, you're getting your minerals, and your diet is clean. If you are not willing to make the life choices, then you're gonna have to take the allopathic remedies. So that's really up to you, you know? So it takes a lot of commitment to commit to an exercise routine, to make sure that you're eating clean. Maybe you have to pack a lunch. Maybe you might need to purify your water. You know, it takes time, effort, and energy to do that. But if you are wanting to avoid that and you are experiencing issues with your hormones, your thyroid, your menopause, you're gonna need to eat clean. You're gonna need to exercise for 40 minutes a day. You're gonna need to increase your antioxidants, your dark berries, your kale, your spinach, and you're gonna need your minerals. You can't even absorb vitamins without minerals. Minerals are a building block to absorbing your vitamins. So this has 67 different minerals in it, and it's basically from rock phosphate, and it comes out of the ground. Used to, when we worked in the dirt as farmers or lived off the land, we would get a lot of our minerals from the dirt. Your skin absorbs 70 to 80% of whatever is on it. And I remember even plugging this as a thing for my natural products, that whenever you put, say, a lotion on there, if it's got toxins in there, you're absorbing those toxins. I used to be very pro, let my kids run around with bare feet. We dug in the ground, our vegetables and our gardening with our hands, because you're absorbing all of that mineral content from the ground as well as from your food. So clean diet, 40 minutes of exercise, at least a gallon of water a day. I'm not going to say avoid the stimulants like coffee or whatever it is you need, because I drink coffee. I like chocolate covered espresso beans. I'm not going to tell people to do something that I participate in. Some people would say avoid stimulants. Later in the day, yeah. But the mineral content is probably the number one problem when women are dealing with PCOS, menopause, thyroid issues, and hormonal imbalance. It's the minerals. So seek help. Sea moss, stinging nettle is an excellent over-the-counter source of tons of vitamins and minerals. Stinging nettle, very high in iron as well, if you are someone who's dealing with anemia. There's the daily brand of Mencol, which is very inexpensive. I think this bottle was $10.99. There's Ova M, and there's maca root. Maca root is very good for any type of reproductive issue. When it comes to pollen's horrible. I'm sorry, I have this dry cough. Maca root is very good for any type of reproductive issue. And another thing, and I've always told people this, when you read the bottle to natural remedies, when you read the bottle to vitamins and minerals, they give you the least amount to survive. So if the bottle says take 2, you may want to look further into that. You may want to hit me up for holistic counseling, and I can give you better guidance on that. But usually they are going to give you the recommended to stay alive. It's the least amount that your body needs in order to stay alive. And I've talked about this a lot before. But you need your minerals, you need your sunshine, you need your exercise, but you also need to clean up your diet. Many women that have PCOS and menopausal issues are overweight. They overconsume carbs and sugar. They overconsume their stimulants in order to have just enough energy to get by, but they've overloaded their body. Their thyroids are no longer working properly. Their hormones are imbalanced, but their diet consists of cheeseburgers, french fries, and chocolate cake. So it's really time for us to get real as a society, to quit blaming hormones, blaming thyroid, blaming this, blaming that. There's enough information out there, folks. Be real. You can change your diet, you can change your exercise habits, you can change your water consumption, and you can add in the minerals that you need. You can also detoxify with those green leafy vegetables. There's tons of cleanup, detox remedies on the market as well. So it's all about making healthy lifestyle choices. And if you decide not to, then you may, or in some cases, some rare cases, outside of your control, there are needs for hormone replacement therapy, but 9 times out of 10, it's about just committing to a healthier lifestyle, and that's the truth. That's really hard to say because it's not nice. A lot of people don't want to hear it, and you get accused of not having compassion. But 90% of the time, the real issue is the lifestyle choices that you've made. And I'm not saying that I'm perfect or I make the most healthiest lifestyle choices either. I believe in pick your poison. There's some things that you just may really love, like me, it's Coke Zero. And so I kind of, let myself have that. But but for most of it, it's the mineral content, and that's the good place to start, as well as water, walking, get your sunshine naturally. If you can't get sunshine naturally because wherever you are is cold, cloudy, etc., get into a tanning bed. Our tanning beds are so far up to date now that they are not putting off as many cancerous or toxic rays, so that is an alternative. Get a sad light from Amazon, not too expensive, but that's it. Get your minerals up. Seek help. The liquid form is the best. Sea moss, Ova M by Modere. It is a complete mineral pack plus herbal supplement that many women, it was developed for menopausal women, that many women have found so helpful. It's got all the children. It's got all the herbs that you would need plus the minerals combined. So I'll put a link in the description box below to those, and make sure that you change your lifestyle. Okay? Today's Saturday. I hope you all have a blessed and happy Easter, and I'll be back on Monday morning at 7 a.m. for the 40-minute Let's Walk Together live.